Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 3. We're going to jump right back in with a little bit of wanton undeath and destruction. And it looks like we're going to jump to Cathedral Garden. It is time to show the Skeleton King what we think of him with our big, strong, man-womanly barbarian woman. She needs more time. Well, we're waiting for that. I'm gonna break some stuff. Oh, nobody owns those. I can do what I want with them. That's how it goes, right? Wah! Just gotta give the game a little bit time to load everything in. It's a little bit too bad, but I understand it. I do, you know. There's a lot to this game, and I don't blame it for needing a little charge-up time,
Still recharging.
even if it takes a bit. I'm gonna go kill this guy, though. Where do you think you're going? You're going nowhere. It's time for a little playtime. Wait, I'm doing that terrible. I've got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Who was that? I can't even remember his name. I feel terrible. Randy Savage. Long live Randy Savage. I mean, you know. Rest in peace, Randy Savage, I guess is what I'm supposed to say. You will be sorely missed. Oh. God, these guys are just, they're tough, you know? I'm gonna wait. Oh, just, yeah, keep those stuns coming. Oh, poor angry stun-locked minion. I mean, you know, not really minion, more like badass. Look at that. Two-hander gonna bring up our DPS. Up them deeps. And here's a sickle, which is awesome. It's a special barbarian-only weapon. Horrifyingly good-looking. Horrifyingly good-looking. Why? Oh, it's right, it's two-hander. It was 14 and 15 brings us up to 20. Alright, well, I'm going to drop this stuff down here just in case we find another good single-hander. But I do love me some two-hander weapons. As my buddy Jim would say, I'm doing some I want to search for a greatsword. I searched for a greatsword, which I suppose requires a little bit of a backstory, doesn't it? We were playing Dungeons and Dragons, probably the first time ever, and he decided he had a hankering for using a greatsword, so he made his character use a greatsword. That's just what he did. And everywhere we went in this game, he would say that he's searching for a greatsword. Look at that! I love that leap. God, it's so good. And the dungeon master decided that he was having none of it, and no matter where we went, there was no greatsword.
I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
So, he, like his 6th time of saying that he searches for a greatsword, finally the guy says, okay, you find the hilt of a greatsword, it's broken. So, I'm not gonna lie, that was not the end of the story, because he kept doing it until he finally gave in and gave him a greatsword. But I thought it was a pretty fantastic story anyway. Cool story, bro. That's right, it is a cool story. Don't hit that. Upside of having a slower two-hander weapon is that she gains new power. No, it's that every one of these does more damage. So I use the same amount of rage to cast it as if I was, you know, dual wielding or whatever. But okay, I use the same amount of. This will cause them to explode when they die. I use the same amount of rage, but it does more damage. So how can you not want that? Throw a spear, pull an enemy back to you, briefly slowing the enemy's movement and dealing damage, which is pretty epic. Let's show these. This is gonna be good. I got a leap and a pull. So if I can kill one guy with my swing, then it's like extremely likely that I'll just kill everything. And yeah, I just broke that scaffolding with my spear of badassery.
And now I wander, cursed by my once beloved king. Evil gnaws at my bones, and I cannot risk putting my beloved Tristram in danger should I fail to contain that which tears at me. I must venture down into the labyrinth to die alone.
It also does a ton of damage. So I actually just killed that guy. It hit him, but it slayed him. Why do I not have to go anywhere? Oh, and I suppose I can destroy all the barrels in one fell swoop this way too. That's pretty epic. I'm coming for you, zombies. Da-da-da. You hit like a woman. Whack, whack, whack.
Back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough.
What?
Help me find my gear.
I saved you.
I'll reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
Take a quick
I
drink.
come to vanquish the Skeleton King.
As do I.
Are you coming with me, you dumb kid? Come on. There you go. Oh my god, if I leap over something, are you like gonna AFK there? Better not. I suppose it doesn't matter, because eventually he will just teleport up here. Like that. Oh, that was elite. I look pro, man. Like I actually know what I'm doing. Barbarian overpowered, please nerf. And that's actually a real thing.
Drag me past this glowing pit. What made it?
I am here to find out.
Down this way.
What?
He's free.
Some of that worked for you. I'll open for you, you lazy bum.
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I know a Templar can be trusted. Together we fight.
How does she know that? Are you not like the first she's ever seen? Ever? Like, bar none? Look at me, I'm so badass. Oh, wait. I could have like done something really cool. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're actually gonna go do some cool shit too. Killed him. Yeah, look at that. Too cool for school. We are gonna go back and make sure we didn't miss nothing. Of course, we didn't miss nothing. So, I guess there's that. Onwards and upwards. One of the
magic bars our way.
oh.
The will of a Templar is stronger.
Killed ya. How you doing, Axe? How you doing? Oh, you're trash. You're just gonna sit up there. You just chill. You're cool. You cool. Bam! 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 Bam!
The
powers we serve will soon. Please forgive me.
He says rule this world.
My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred stones of my order, they are mine.
Agreed.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King. It is good to fight with you.
Alright, so now we have our first follower. He's got some trash weapons. I suppose we should upgrade that while we're here. Da-na-na-na. Yeah, you're welcome. You could thank me later. Now, their DPS is crap, and it will always be crap, but they get tons of damage and life from stats. So strength and vitality are what we're going to be looking for him. That being said,
thank you for helping me fight the darkness.
You're welcome.
To contend with evil is the essence of what it means to be a Templar.
Like, he also
A worthy quest.
shut up. Also got to give him a skill. So we got taunt enemies within 10 yards of me for 1 second when I'm hit. That's nice. Heals me in the Templar for 95 life. We're gonna go with heal.
I will use it well.
I just want free health. Okay, so I could go and crash through all this, or do cool stuff. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, what? Baloney.
Not enough fury.
What? Look at that. Explosions. Too good, man. Too good. Tell you one thing you will never find over here. The way. This is never the way. But you do find a lectern. Money. Whack. Whack. Barbarians get mad, man. Gotta take the rage out on some. Oh! I missed. There's such a low tolerance between when you are breaking things and you get experience or whatever. Let's go this way. And I suppose we could check up here real quick. Ooh. There's people here. Wow. World of block over here. I see like, I hear, oh, man. I hear like heads and stuff falling down there. I will not go kill those skeletons. They mean so little to me. I will. Oh! Oh, I missed him. It was a trap! Oh my god, it really was a trap. Let's drag him over here so we can get a big explosion. There we go. Look at that. How much do they explode for when they explode? Just 85? I mean, I guess I'm hitting it with lots of peeps, but I don't know. Missed. Going for that archer. I said a boom, chicka boom. Boom, boom, boom. I said a boom, chicka boom, boom. I said a knockback enemy, chicken, knockback enemy. Oh, get out. Actually, let's pull them over here.
Smile on me.
I killed 8 with 1 blow. That was a really good show, though. It was one of my favorite Mickey Mouse episodes. Ugh. Worst hammers ever.
Still recharging.
Thought I could get him. Turns out, no. Just full-on miss. Ugh. I'm gonna mess with those guys if I don't have to. Oh, that's a trap right here. Let's trip it. Could have been worse. Not by much, though. So we're just going to continue to do our full clear. Hopefully ignoring that harvester. Oh, getting that little pile of books out of my way. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, so we got up or... I can keep switching because if I don't, then I will stop walking. And I don't want to slow us down any more than I have to. Ow. He was going to get a hit off unless I use the spear, ancient spear, like a pro, as in, like, you know, actually used it. Got him. Honestly, I feel like that should do damage based off my weapon damage. Just so that, you know, on Nightmare or later, whatever, episodes. Come at me, Skelly Bros, Bony Buddies. Failed. Failed. Anything in here? Nope.
I tried to count how many we've killed, but I've lost track.
Wasn't that many. Come on, man. Honestly, it wasn't. Oh, there was the trap there I could have used. I am never gonna get that that thing. Seriously, it's like not like it is literally 999 kills with frickin' drops. Oh, there's one. Got 2. A bit laggy tonight. I don't know what it is. Check that out. Nope, nothing there. Something to note about the ones that are shaped like this spot is here. 100% guarantee that it will never go anywhere. I just went down to show you. So, always a dead end. So this one here is an end. This one is nothing. It's just a little like trapdoor area. So yeah, once again, I'm flashing the map on and off, not to give you guys a headache or make you sick, but so I don't stop walking. And there's our little exit. Alright, so there is a massive amount of breakable items in this. So it's easy to rack them up and get a good item destruction out of it. Oh, man, I missed.
We have just arrived in Tripoli, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed.
Still fun, though.
This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Just fall over. Give up the ghost, as it were. So funny.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
Come over here, Templar. Stop messing around with those guys. Is there an achievement to destroy these all at the same time? I guarantee you I will not be able to get it. I mean, it's... I don't have no idea what range I'd have to have. Killed him. Until I destroy those, the zombies will... Oh, didn't get that one apparently. Zombies? These aren't zombies. Skeletons will continue to spawn eternally. Oh my god, that leap, so small. So little. Anyone over here I missed? Oh yeah. So I could walk around here instead. What? What? I'm gonna wait a second. I want to do that jump because I think that should have worked. It used to work. And let's be honest, I really want. Yeah, there we go. I want to be cool, man. Oh no.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Imbalance of humor. You guys see things aren't very funny. There's nothing down here, by the way. I'm gonna zoom in, see if we can see that door better. Turns out not so much.
You will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
No! Wham! Suckers. Whoop. Made it. Nailed it. Oh, man. I was clicking right on it. You saw the frickin' things were highlighted. Whatever.
Done.
Such a cool boss opener. You gotta back up. He always opens with that. I can take your main hits. Ow. do you think your skeletons are gonna do, huh? I tried to dodge his attack, basically, is what I was doing there. It said immune because he is immune to slow. Let's see if I can save some of those HPs for after I get beat up by this guy a little bit. If you guys want to see him do his swing, I'll soak up the hits here. Look at that. What just happened? Alright, here, he'll do some big swings. I'll just eat him up. What is going on? Oh, he's hitting me. It's just because I hit him. Oh. Hemmed in a little bit there. There's also achievement to make him kill so many of his own units since his big attacks like this one. Here, I'll just soak this. See? Ugh. Wow, he doesn't hit as much as I thought he did. I can't just pick up his armor, huh?
The Shataroom High Priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric King of Honduras many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad, and the loyal knight Lac Danan was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden, vanquished him.
I feel like I missed Rend. Did I miss that, guys? So I'm supposed to be putting those on. Okay, so we have our passive skill slots. And two choices. Pound of Flesh will increase the chance of finding a health glow by 25%, and we get 100% more life from it, so that's nice. Ruthless increases our damage, so great hit, 5% chance more, and then 50% increase in that damage. I'm thinking that health globes means we live, crits just means we do more damage, so I'm gonna choose live. I choose life! Oh, and we found our first rare. Well, we're actually losing damage, but by so little that I don't care. I'm gonna put it on anyway because it's rare. Don't care in rare. And look, it's all painted for us. Instead of just being white, it's a beautiful red, painted with the blood of our fallen enemies. Found a monk fist weapon. We found a one-handed magic mighty weapon, which gives us +1 max fury, max pain. Also, it looks cool. Let's put that on. And where'd our other one go? Was it white? Wow, that actually dropped our damage. I forgot that happens. It just looks so cool, man. I kind of want to use it, but I don't get a chance enough to use my awesome two-hander. So I'm going to pick that up, drop that, move that over, and then we'll head back down into the desolate chamber. The objectives kind of ruin the story plot for us.
The crater.
I'd just walk around. Forget that.
It was you that fell from the sky? You are the source of all this destruction, and yet I sense no evil about you.
I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think, yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
I will take you to see Deckard Cain. He knows much.
You follow. Stop lead. You come behind me. See big booty, stay back there. I'm just gonna teleport out. He'll eventually teleport out. He'll meet us there, actually.
I have journeyed far to find that the fallen star was only a man. Who is he? And why has he come? He remembers nothing. Perhaps Cain can tell us what the stranger cannot.
Alright. Checkpoint.
This is what fell from the sky.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Da-na-na-na. That's not really the noise that comes with this, but that's okay.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire.
Oh.
A sword of great power. It was part of me, but it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
I will hunt the goatmen. The sword will be in their midst.
Alright guys, so we have slain the king and accomplished our quest. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to stick around and talk to these 2 fellas, but after that, I'm going to call it. So if you stick around, you are totally welcome. Otherwise, I'm just going to say right off the bat, thank you so much for watching. I'm enjoying doing this playthrough, and I will see you guys next time.
The Horadrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
How did you become the last of the Horadrim?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horadrim, Jared Cain. When the Horadrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horadrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths.
Okay, the obvious answer to the question is they all died and I did not. Okay, I'm staring at this back here. Look at this. It's a well. It's made of a tree trunk that is clearly still a part of the land. And it's also made of stone. I don't understand. So they cut down this tree, dug it out so it was hollow, and then continued to dig until they found water. And then they're like, you know what? Let's keep this tree trunk and reinforce it with stones. None of this makes sense. This is the weirdest well ever. Come on, any well made out of a tree trunk, it just doesn't work. When I say tree trunk, I mean like, you know, stump. That's a stump, not trunk, you idiot. Anyway, weird. Back to Cain.
Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner. Long ago, the high heavens and the burning hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
The demons have broken this pact. Why does Tyrael do nothing?
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If Tyrael were to act directly, it would alert the Council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
Stay a while and listen.
You have no other memories?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
How do you fare now?
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
Stay strong. The sword cannot be far.
Let's sell our trash. I'm gonna go in here.
Found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
That mace is so cool. Oh, and this is cool too. While Crystal was playing earlier today, she found this, the Bone King's mace. We won't get to use it until we're 33, which means that we have to basically beat in this game once. And it has dexterity, which totally blows because I can't really, you know, make use of dexterity. But it's so cool, and it's such a cool find. So there's that. Let's go into Kane's house. Kane ding dong.
I wish that Leia could live a different life, a more normal life. But alas, such is not her fate. When I pass, there is none but her to continue my work, and the future of this world hangs in the balance.
Again, we missed the earlier ones, but, you know, I don't really care. I'm going to go pick up the other one, though, too. Just since, you know, we're kind of chilling out.
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
He was disappointed that the falling star was a man? What did he want it to be?
I've decided to write an epic poem on the death of the Skeleton King. All I need to do is find out how he was killed.
You could ask the one who did it, you know. She's right over there.
And give up my artistic license? Never.
Why did he even say find out then? Alright guys, so with that, I am going to call it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm having a great time. And I will see you all next time.